Hi, this is Roger Balzer. Welcome to our 2-Minute Tuesday for September 11th of 2019. Our title for this week is It's Different This Time. I had a recent conversation with a friend of mine from the Pittsburgh area who's an investment banker who reminded me of a conversation that I had had way back in July of 2006, and it happened to be with a economist from a major local bank here in the Cleveland area. And the topic that we were talking about was the inverted yield curve. And basically what an inverted yield curve is where you're being paid more for owning a 2-year treasury than owning a 10-year treasury. As such, it's inverted, meaning you are getting 4% on the 2-year treasury and say getting 3% or 3.5% to have your money invested for a 10-year basis. He reminded me that the title of what the gentleman, the economist, said was It's Different This Time. He got a great chuckle and he said he's told thousands of people that I stood up with this guy and I challenged him and told him that it's not different this time. It's never different any time. And history does have a sense of repeating itself. Every time that we have an inverted yield curve, we have a recession that happens anywhere from 16 to 24 months later. Does not ever change. My buddy said, you know what, next time that happens, I want to make sure that you call me because I've got a company that I'm working with that I want to make sure doesn't get caught in that recession. My comment back to him was, the first piece of advice was free. The second time I give you advice, it's going to cost you. So having said that, what you're looking at here is the data on stocks. And what this is showing is when the yield curve started and how many more months it was until we had the market correction that began and what the returns were on the S&P 500 from the beginning of the market correction until the end of it. And the one that I was referencing there a few minutes ago was the one from December 5th of 2005 was when the inverted yield curve started. The correction actually started October of 2007. Had a lag time of about 23 months. Doesn't always happen on the 18 to 24 month time frame, but hypothetically, usually that's when we see things happen. A couple other indicators that I use to let us know that. One is ISM manufacturing numbers usually peak about 36 months in advance before we see a recession. This slide here gives you the recessions, when the inverted yield curve started and when the recession started. And as you can see, in September of 1980, it was about a 10-month lag time. In December of 05 to 07, it was about a 24-month lag time. So basically, you average it out, you're going to have a lag time anywhere from 18 to 24 months from when the start of the inverted yield curve happens to the start of a recession. Once again, not saying we're going to have a recession, but when we have an inverted yield curve, that's when you really start to take a look at things to make sure that you're prepared for what's coming on down the line. And in preparing, we don't sell everything immediately as soon as the yield curve inverts. Basically, what this slide is showing you is when the yield curve inverted, when the start of the recession was, we still had positive returns 4 out of 5 times in the Standard & Poor's 500. So you've got to have indicators like we use here at Balzer Wealth Management that let you know when to be in the market, when to be out of the market, and exactly what you're seeing going forward. I thank you for your time today. Look forward to hearing from you anytime in the future. Once again, this has been Roger Balzer at Balzer Wealth Management. Please reach out to us on the web at roger@balzerwealth.com or give me a call, 440-934-3114, or via my cell at 440-610-3012. It's on 24/7, 365.